Okay everyone, I wanted to do a video on factoring some basic quadratics. So here we go. This should be a good review for some of you that are new to factoring. Remember, you got to struggle through this, and through your struggling, hopefully you'll come out on the other end. But keep in mind that this is really one of the most important things you've got to learn in IM2. But anyways, let's get started. So if you notice this problem here, I am missing the constant number at the end, right? So when you recognize this format, guys, you should just be thinking greatest common factor. So if I'm looking carefully, I notice I have an x squared that has an x in it, and I know 7x has an x in it. So my GCF, we call it, is x. So now it's just a matter of finishing up. If I factor out an x from x squared, guys, that leaves me 1x. So as you can see right here, I have 5x. And once I factor out that x, I have a minus 7 left over there. Close parentheses, and you're done. And just to verify, guys, let me clean this up a little bit here. But remember, if I go forward, isn't x times 5x, 5x squared, x times minus 7 minus 7x. So remember, with factoring, guys, you can always check it by using distributive property and going forward again. So pause the video if you need to. Now this one, hopefully you recognize, is very similar. There is a little added little twist to it, however. If you notice, they both have an x. Again, there's no number out here. So I'm just going to do what we call a GCF. So I am going to take out an x. That's obviously nothing new. But also notice, guys, the 4 and the 10, I can factor out a number 2 because they both divide by 2. Okay, so my GCF, as we call it, guys, in other words, is 2x, not just x. So that's the little twist there. So finishing up, I know 4 from dividing the 2 is 2. The x in the x squared is x, so I'm left with 2x. Notice the minus there. And then the 10 divided by the 2 is 5. And of course, x divided into x means no more x's. So notice right there, guys, I'm left with the minus 5. And so here's my answer. 2x, parentheses, 2x minus 5. Pause the video if you need to. Okay, now this one, of course, is different, right? See how I have 3 terms. I have a v squared, a v, and a number. So this one, guys, we're going to factor with parentheses, right? We're going to do FOIL backwards. So let's start with 6v squared. Isn't 6 2 times 3? So I'm going to go 2v times 3v. Okay, now what about the 14 at the end? 14 is normally 2 times 7, right? So let's try 2 times 7 and see what happens. Here, 2 times 3 is 6v. Here, 7 times 2 is 14v. Can 14 and 6 make 17? No, it can't. So guys, we have to back up. And instead of 2 times 7, we could try 7 times 2 and see if we have better luck. So 7 times 3 is 21v. 2 times 2 is 4v. Can I get a 17 from a 21 and the 4? And the answer is yes. If I have a positive 21 and a minus 4, isn't 21 minus 4 17? So that's the key to my answer, guys. I know I'm going to do a plus here because plus 7 times 3 gives me my 21v. And I'm going to do a minus here because the minus 2, okay, times the 2v in front is going to give me my minus 4v. And also notice the positive 7 times negative 2 gives me negative 14 as well. So everything perfectly worked out, guys. And that's how you factor these trickier ones. Pause the video if you need to. Okay, let's do one more. Isn't 3p squared gotta be 3p times p? And 42 normally is 6 times 7. The question is, should I do 6 times 7? Or should I do 7 times 6? Well, let's see. If I do 6 times 7, I get 6p. Here I get 21p. Can 21 and 6 make 25? No. So let's back up here. And instead of 6 times 7, I'm going to do 7 times 6. Here I get 7p. Here I get 3 times 6, 18p. And 18 plus 7 is 25. So as long as I make them both plus, I'm going to get the right factored form. So pause the video one last time. So guys, that's it for now. Hopefully this is a nice review. There are other methods to factor, guys, but hopefully you'll soon agree that just doing guessing and checking is really the best way to do this factoring. Until next time, bye.